to another episode of It's All About the Music. Check out this. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? I'm wrapped up in Green Day. So that's a Revolution radio blanket. If you can't tell, I got it as a gift. It was pretty nice blanket. But today's video is going to be my Green Day collection. I figured that'd be kind of a cool, exciting video. We've got all kinds of media here, all kinds of stuff. We got blankets, we got vinyl, we got CDs, we got DVDs. We got book versions of CDs. We've got books and magazines. And we're gonna, I'm trying to think of what else is in my house that's Green Day related. I'm gonna take off my blanket real quick and we're going to, let me unplug us. I'm gonna get you a shot of something pretty cool in my hallway. Check this out. This is a framed, I purchased the frame just for this picture, but I got this for free in a record shop, and it's just beautiful. Green Day frontman and Grammy winner award Billy Joe Armstrong, Norah Jones team up for Foreverly. Pretty cool, right? That's one of my favorite pictures hanging up in my house. Okay, we're gonna get you guys back in the studio, right? We're gonna get you guys back where you need to be, right? And we're gonna jump right into my Green Day collection. Okay, you guys are awesome. Please like and subscribe. I gotta clean the house after I do this video. But we're gonna jump right into my Green Day collection. We're gonna start with maybe the least related thing. This is the Rolling Stone Encyclopedia of Rock and Roll. Has an entry about Green Day in here. I think this is this is updated in like 2000, 2001, but it's got Green Day in there, so I'm gonna do it. And my dog is burrowing into my Green Day blanket. Thanks. My dog's white, the blanket's black. It's not gonna go well. Next up is Kerrang! Green Day special. Man, this is kind of cool. It's falling apart, but this I think this goes up. It talks about each and every album. We can kind of take the cover off. There's a cool picture of Billy Joe, right? So, yeah, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful magazine. Try to track this down if you can. There's the Offspring. There's the Stories. I'm not excited about being on stage anymore. That was in '96. I think that was they were experiencing burnout after some bad things. Warning. You get Warning. Here's another band picture. Pretty cool. This goes through the breakdown era and sort of implies that they're going to do a new album after the breakdown era. There's Viva Las Vegas. Right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's the Drunk Bunny. For you Green Day fans out there. This is just amazing. There's some good pictures of the band. Some 2009 era. We're going to move on because there's more to Green Day than just this Kerrang! Magazine. But this is a special edition Green Day magazine, and it was just a real fun read. If you're a big fan, you've probably heard all these stories before, but a lot of great pictures that I've never seen. And I have a pretty big selection of Green Day pictures. I don't think we're going to go into that here. There's just thousands of them on my computer, and you know, they're pictures you can, for the most part, still find on the internet. So you know, if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. But anyway, moving on to some, this is my Nobody Likes You. Very good biography of Green Day by Mark Splits. And it's got some interesting stuff in here. The tagline is Inside the Turbulent Lifetimes and Music of Green Day. It sort of goes into some early times up through whatever year this was written. Oh man, this is like new. I read this once. I need to reread it. But this is from 2006, which was kind of not a year they released any album, but they were still busy with a lot of projects. This is right around the time they were doing, you know, right before The Saints Are Coming, Working Class Hero, Simpsons theme song, and stuff like that. Very exciting time. Let's see what we're going to do. I guess we're going to save the music for last, right? That's kind of the coolest chunk of this video is going to be all about the music, all about the music, all about the music, music, music makes you lose control. Speaking of losing control, live freaky, die freaky. Wow. If you are offended, I'm not even saying if you're easily offended, if you get offended, period, ever, if you've ever gotten offended, mildly offended, do not watch this film. Oh my goodness. It's pure filth, but the guys in Green Day do some pretty funny voices, vocal work on here, and there's some songs, Mechanical Man, and there's a lot of Billy Joe Armstrong music on here, and it's definitely worth checking out if you like extreme, bizarre, crazy films. This is a must-have too for a Green Day fan. This was you know, in partnership with International Super Hits, the 2001 Greatest Hits album of Green Day. I loved that they're in chronological order by how they were released. Most bands don't care about that on Greatest Hits, but Green Day care. And this is 60 minutes of Green Day music videos. It's more fun than watching a movie, more fun than watching a TV show. I highly suggest it. We can take a look. There's the guys in there. And I just love the artwork on here. I think I've drawn this picture. Just fantastic DVD. Check it out. Check out all the music videos by Green Day. Okay, now we're getting into the music. Very exciting, right? I think I'm going to do vinyl first and then CDs last, okay? I've got a 45 here. This is a Foxborough Hot Tubs 45. It's got Mother Mary and She's a Saint, Not a Celebrity. Pretty cool. You got this old school vinyl thing going on, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I got this for $4.99 at Earshot. God bless the little local record shops, right? Whew, I'm gonna have fun putting this stuff up. Do you other YouTubers have like issues like cleaning up after your videos? This is like, I'm making a mess in my house. I'm not gonna go in any particular order with the records. This is Trey. I wanted to, I bought these not for buying records, but I wanted them for display. I wanted like a trilogy wall art. And for that reason, I got this one for cheap because the vinyl is broken. Completely broken. So, it's just strictly for visual pleasure of myself. I don't have company, but that's Trey on vinyl. And then next up in the trilogy, I got Uno here. Sort of unclear who this is. Not sure if it's Billy Joe or someone else. An amazing album right there. Absolutely love it. Beautiful, beautiful records. I'm so glad I purchased these. And I got them for fairly cheap, especially that Broken Tray. I'm going to go ahead and do the trilogy since we're on the trilogy. Here's the Dose. And this one is interesting because there is no correct pressing of this. Stray Heart, the single, was supposed to be on this record, and it's just got Drama Queen on here. I actually like how the trilogy has the sides continue on each one. It's like side trace, side quattro on here on Dose. Just a lot of fun. You got Lady Cobra on the back. I've got a bit of a crush on Lady Cobra, and it's because of that album. Here's another side project. Got the Foxborough Hot Tubs. This one came with a CD and a digital copy of the album. This thing is just, oh, it was such a lot of fun to be a Green Day fan back in those days. Still a lot of fun to be a fan, right? This is just, now this thing's beat to crap too, but I'll show you what's in here. There's the CD. I'm glad I've got a couple copies of that. And then the vinyl record. Just looking fantastic. It's beat to crap. And I think that's how it's, it's kind of supposed to be beat to crap, right? Because I've been playing it. And then last but not least, definitely not least, this thing. I love this. Look at this. I've been wanting this for a while. And it's not just the American Idiot vinyl. It's a 2 vinyl set, and maybe you could see this, maybe you can't. Oh yeah, you could see that. Red vinyl on let's see, this is the beginning of American Idiot. This is side 1, American Idiot through Jesus. Well, it's just 2 songs on that side. And then on side 2, you get Holiday, Broken Dreams, Are We the Waiting, and St. Jimmy. This was released in 2009. It was a 2005 copyright for some reason, even though the album came out earlier. Check this out. I was blown away by this. This is nowhere on any other American Idiot artwork that I knew of. This Rage and Love St. Jimmy here. Really, really cool. Really cool shot from who I believe is from the music video. And this, one of my most prized possessions, this white vinyl. Absolutely love this thing. Okay, so you got on side 4, then you got side 3. So you got side 3 with Give Me Novocaine, She's a Rebel, and all those. And then you got Homecoming and What's Her Name. It's pretty cool how they decided to break up the album as they did with the two 10-minute tracks are basically like a whole side to these 2 vinyl records, and that's really cool. That's that's just brilliant right there. That's the end all be all of music right here. It just is what it is. That's it. That's the greatest there is. We're going to dive into my massive CD collection by Green Day, and this is a lot of fun too. I don't have them in order, but we're just gonna, so it might be surprising. Okay, we're gonna do non-studio albums not in order. So this is Shenanigans, and this is a B-side collections. A collection that is better than a lot of their studio albums. This thing is brilliant. I don't understand how these songs didn't make it onto albums. Ha Ha You're Dead, the final track on this, was written by Mike Dirt, and it's one of my favorite Green Day songs ever. Then you got the international super hits that we talked about with the correct order of the singles from, well, there's 2 new songs, and then there's from Longview to Macy's Day Parade. This is just the best greatest hits album ever. And this is an interesting one here. I bet not a lot of people have this one. This is a Green Day Bluegrass, Pickin' on Green Day, a tribute featuring Honey Wagon. Honey Wagon does a lot of these bluegrass covers of rock bands and pop musicians, and it's pretty good. They do, you can see the Green Day songs they do here. They do Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, Coming Clean, Time of Your Life, Longview, Maria, FOD, Nice Guys Finish Last, Warning, and When I Come Around. So it's mostly the hits with Coming Clean, Maria, and FOD being kind of just interesting choices that they did. Really love that. Check it out if you haven't heard it. Then you got this seminal live album. Probably, yeah, I would say one of the greatest live albums ever right here. I was blessed to see Green Day on this tour, the original American Idiot tour, and yeah, it was definitely the time of my life. Ha ha! And then you got this awesome as F beep K, whatever that is. Awesome as Framka. I don't know. But it's a pretty dang good live album as well. A lot of good songs on here. They sort of combined. It's not really one show. It's just a bunch of highlights from the 21st Century Breakdown tour, with a lot of 21st Century Breakdown songs, a lot of American Idiot songs, older songs, and you know, then they got the DVD and the CD in here. They got the new song, Cigarettes and Valentines, played in Phoenix, Arizona. I remember being criticized by someone who I lived with for buying this for one new song. But, you know, it was worth it. Next up, check this out. American Idiot, the Musical. Again, this is something I went to see it in person, and this is, oh man, anything involving American Idiot, I'm going to buy it. This had the new song When It's Time, and all these are pretty new interpretations of the American Idiot songs, with some of the B-sides and you know, a lot of other Green Day tunes. So definitely worth checking out if you like American Idiot. You guys hear my dog snoozing in the background? Here's my little CD version of the Foxborough Hot Tubs. Same thing as the vinyl record. Not a lot in terms of, you know, you got the CD. Looks like a vinyl record. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Really fun. If you haven't heard it, check it out. And then we've got, we're moving right along, Demolicious. This is probably my least favorite Green Day compilation. The only, like, the demos, this is the problem with a demos album from a band that is this good. When you get the demos album from a band that is the greatest rock band in the world, the songs, the demos, basically sound exactly like the finished product. And so you basically just get a bunch of trilogy songs just jumbled together. And that's about it. Now, some of the lyrics are different, but it's like one line here or there. I wish that there would have been some like really bizarre, you know, like something just completely changed. The best part of this is the ending where with the acoustic Stay the Night, it's very different. Billy Joe Armstrong's voice and guitar work, they're unrecognizable. And that's sort of what I wanted from a demos album, is something that wasn't just the same songs rehashed. I hate remixes. Anyway, this is Green Day's second greatest hits album, and this one's pretty good too. I was excited about this. This came out in 2017 after after Revolution Radio had its initial run, and this features not all the greatest hits, but most. Well, this is more a greatest hits than the complete OCD version that was in International Super Hits. I prefer International Super Hits, but this one's kind of updated, and it is more the biggest hits instead of just all the singles. But they do skip a few songs for some reason, but I forget what the big hits are that they kind of left off. But you do get like The Ordinary World with Miranda Lambert and Back in the USA. So this one's really fun to listen to. It's just not complete with some of the missing tracks. A lot of people said in 2017, and even especially now, more so now, after International Super Hits, Green Day, they really need at least a double album for a greatest hits. Okay, this next one, really cool. I showed you the poster from this. Very, very different project from Billie Joe and Norah Jones. It's Billie Joe plus Norah Foreverly. And this just made me fall in love with Norah Jones. I fell in love with the Everly Brothers. This is just brilliant. If you like country, if you like rock, if you like pop, I really like how sad this is. It's just some of the most heartbreaking music you can possibly hear. This next one, oh, how many people ran out and bought this? Like, this was before American Idiot. This was after a period of time when we thought Green Day were over and done and washed up and old men that were has-beens. And then this bizarre thing came out. This is not Billie Joe. This is not Mike Dirnt. This is not Billie Joe, not falling into not Trey Cool's drum set back there. This is not Jason White on backing guitars. These are not songs written by Billie Joe Armstrong and Mike Dirnt. I love this album. I feel like this is the closest thing we will ever get to a Mike Dirnt solo project, because not Mike Dirnt there did a majority of the vocals, and I loved it. I wish, now that was right before American Idiot. Now I know, I might be insane to say that I would have preferred the Network to have been the next Green Day project over American Idiot, but things happen for a reason, and American Idiot is amazing. And then you get this with this is the first Green Day studio album I'm showing you on CD. It's their latest, Father of All. The party going on back there. Then we got Nimrod, one of my favorites. Okay, that's been in my collection for a very, very long time. It's my oldest Green Day CD. Here's Dose with Lady Cobra, loving her. I wish she'd come back to the Green Day fold. Then you got Trey, as we've seen on my vinyl collection. You got American Idiot, as seen on my vinyl collection. I don't like that when you see American Idiot on streaming services, the songs are all bunched together. I do not like that. Here's 21st Century Breakdown. Amazing, amazing artwork in here. Okay, guys, that's a great album. Green Day 2. Then you got Uno. I have some stickers from Uno as well. Green Day's Warning. Okay, and then you got Revolution Radio. Okay, you got Revolution Radio with the masks, presumably on the same people that the masks are of. You got Insomniac. Dookie. The back of Dookie without the puppet. And you got Kerplunk here. Okay, this is one of their earlier albums. My least favorite Green Day album, but still pretty fun. You got Where It All Began. I always get the name of this wrong. It's a 1039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours. Okay, and then I'm going to finish this video off with some really special stuff. I might save my... Okay, let's go in order of... Okay, so I bought this. Now, initially, I was obsessed with these book versions of their albums. You get like a nice little artwork or stories with the album. But this one just kind of... I guess I kind of outgrown this stuff by 2016. This one just didn't do much for me. There wasn't really anything deep about it. It was just kind of artwork that you had seen previously and just guys in the band. And I like it. You know, I'm going to keep it on my shelf. But I'm kind of over it, and I'm kind of glad they didn't do one of these for phone. So this one just wasn't really special to me. I'm not sure why I purchased it, but you know, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. And let's moving the other direction. This is 21st Century Breakdown, and it's, you know, again, it's not okay. So I got some stuff here. We can go in that, like all these little codes from the American Idiot albums. I've got 3 copies of the American Idiot albums, but at least 3. But you know, this one is pretty cool. You get some cool artwork, right? Okay, I was sort of wanting to get tattoos of some of this stuff. Okay, trying to find. Really love the Peacemaker, Last of the American Girls. Trey Cool's face. Absolutely love this. One of my favorite Green Day images ever. The puzzle piece lady. I read that there was nudity in this somewhere, but I've never seen it. I don't think there's nudity in there. The place lied. They just don't like Green Day. So anyway, my favorite thing right here, I actually dig in this book. This book is way better made than the other 2. And I've really just worn this thing out. This is like the Green Day Bible right here. You get the actual time frame of the story. You get all the songs. You get like the day they were written, the day that the narrative actually happened to the characters. I've actually tried writing, trying to write an American Idiot story. But you get all these really cool images, and the coolest part is that the lyrics are written, basically it's Billy Joe's handwriting, I'm assuming, I'm not sure, could be digitized. But you get all this information about the character's inner thoughts beyond the songwriting, and so you get to see what's happening in his life. In between the songs and even in between some of the verses, you get these notes from Jay and Jimmy and Jesus and what's her name, and you get to see where he's coming from instead of just this story of just sort of going crazy and your girlfriend dumping you. There's the iconic grenade. There's the iconic what's her name. Her name's Amanda. I never liked you either. Think Jimmy rules. She gets so sick of crying. There's a picture of a letter bomb. It said that it was written on and then it's scribbled out, and then it's the 10th. Wake up! Grab us a little makeup. How did I way to shake up? You wanted to. I've been watching a lot of System of Down videos today. But yeah, this is probably my favorite thing in my collection, so I'm glad this was last. I love the dead TV. It was shot in the head, and it became an angel. And then Billy Joe straps dynamite to his body while smoking a cigarette, and he's going to be blown to smithereens. But, you know, there's these soldiers that are trying to put up the white flag. When the white flag is flown, you never, never, never win the war. And then you got what's her name's name tag. Her name's Amanda, guys. Get it right. January 1st, number 13. You get her name. What does that say under the scribble, guys? Oh, that drives me nuts that I can't see it. And then my favorite little American Idiot poem right there. Oh man, I'm going to have to go listen to this. The great, beautiful credits of the album. You know, you got Rob Cavallo, Green Day, Doug McKean, Ocean Waves Recording, Hollywood, California, Brian Dr. Vibberts, Greg Stymie Burns. You got Jimmy Hoyson, Joe Brown, Chris Dugan, Rito Peger, Chris Lordange, Image Recording Studios, Ted Jensen, Sterling Sound, New York. You got Jason Freeze. You got Kathleen Hanna, who appears from Strummer Recordings. You got Kenny Butler. You got Mike Sacfansano. You got Bill Snyder, Nigel Lindemo, John Roecker. I'm friends with him. Cheryl Jeanette, Monica Klinger, Pat Mangalaragla, Mosaic Media Group, Chris Billheimer, Marina Chavez, and Joe Roecker. I should know how to pronounce my friend's name. But yeah, that's my Green Day collection. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of media, whole bunch of Excel files, Word files, PowerPoint files. I've touched on those a little bit in some other videos. But that is... wait a minute. I've got a special surprise for you guys. Boom! It fell under the bed! Ah! My Green Day collection fell under the bed. It fell under the bed, but I got it. Pretty cool. We're going to end it on a high note. The father of all dark roasts. Okay, I ordered the Oakland coffee. It's a little bit gross in there, but yeah. This I love my father of all dark roast Oakland coffee. I was extremely frustrated with the shipping from Oakland coffee. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I did have to email them once. It took about a month to get, but once I got it, some of the tastiest, strongest coffee I've ever had in my life. This stuff will it will wreck you. I possibly may have become addicted to coffee. I don't know if it was this coffee, but I don't know what they were putting in this stuff, but 1 cup would keep you up. I think I drank 1 in the morning before I went to work, and I worked 8 hours, came home, basically stayed up all night, went to work the next day, and worked, and then stayed up most of the next night on 1 cup of this stuff. It's unbelievably strong coffee. Yeah, if you like your coffee, to make you into a speed demon, I suggest this stuff. It was. I usually don't drink dark roast, but it was fantastic tasting coffee. And again, I got a lot of work done in those 2 days. Maybe had some withdrawal shortly after, but now I actually, I'm clean. I don't drink coffee. I haven't drank coffee the last 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't craved any coffee, but I don't know. But yeah, this is an interesting Green Day item here. So yeah, pretty cool cup. Keep your coffee warm. I'm at Hollywood drinking. Okay, guys, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys probably. I'm going to keep doing videos all night.